This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody, and welcome back to what is another video. Thank you very much for taking the time to join me in this video. It's very much appreciated. Right, what have I got coming up for you now, you're all asking? Right, it's time for the yearling sales, the annual yearling sales that people have. Next season's 2-year-olds, some of them are for sale at public auctions over the next month or so. What I did last year, I'm going to try and do the same again, hopefully with a little bit more success at this time next year. We did Persian King last year. I identified a few. They all went through the ring. They got sold, but none of them have won a race yet. Some of them have ran. They've ran and been placed, a couple of them, but hopefully these ones will do a bit better. But they all did get sold, and they just might need a bit more time. Persian King, to me, has not really got off to the start I expected him to get off to be honest. They don't seem to be having as many runners as I was hoping. But there's still a good 2 months to go yet. A load of 7 furlongs and 1 mile maidens. You know, they might all start appearing. But to me, I've been disappointed with the stallion, Persian King. Hopefully this season's first season stallion will prove to be a bit better. A stallion in question is Victor Ludorum, classic winning stallion. Foaled in 2017, stud fee of €15,000. I think he's standing in France under the Dali banner. Nice photo of him there. People will see that he was foaled, obviously, in 2017. He won the 2020 French Guineas. He's also a Group 1 winner at 2, winning the Prix Jean-Luc Lagardère. He was also winner of the Group 3 Prix Messidor at 4 when he raced on. Some would say rather surprisingly. But then there was Pinatubo and Earthlight from the same stallion for Dali, both having their first season that year. So I imagine they just thought they would spread them out a bit. You'll see there that the horse has been placed in many a Group 1 as well, been placed in the Prix de Jockey Club and the Prix de Moulin, placed in the Guillaume d'Arnaud as well. They couldn't quite get that Group 1 win they wanted over a little bit further, could they? But very good horse, Guineas placed and French Derby placed as well as a Group 1 winning 2-year-old. You'd have to say that £15,000 probably quite reasonable. The pedigree, you people will see 1L, dam line 1L. And the first thing I noticed is how inbred this horse is. Helen Street is also the second dam of the stallion, Shamadal, and the second dam of the dam of Victor Ludorum, Antiquities. So, yeah, interesting stallion, I think. This horse could prove to be. It'd be interesting to see what sort of start he gets off to, What I'm going to do is the same as what I did with Persian King. Oh, yeah, before we do that, what we'll do is we'll take a look at where the horse is on the dam line. You will see that Shamadal, and he's also quite closely related, Victor Ludorum, of course, to Street Cry. And the dam that we've talked about, Helen Street, the second dam of the sire and the dam, is a classic winner. She won the 1985 Irish Oaks. So we've got the stallion himself, Shamadal, on the dam line. We've got Street Cry on the dam line. We've got this stallion on the dam line. €15,000. It seems quite cheap, really, when all things are considered. So it'll be interesting to see how these lots go down in the public sale. What I've done is I've done the same as last year. I've had to wait a while because I wanted to see if he had any lots in Tattersalls Book 1 that's coming up, the yearling sales at Book 1. But he didn't. So I waited all this time to do the video, which hasn't left much time, really, because a lot of these horses are being sold this weekend at Arcana. And we've also looked at the Goffs Orby sale in Ireland, Book 1. I think we've got about 6 lots that I'm going to take a look at now. And I'm just going to take a look about them and see what we make of them. And then see how much they go for in a month or two's time after the sales, and then we can watch them go all through their careers. Who knows? Maybe we might find a classic hope or a pattern winner, well, even a winner at some point, because the Persian King horses haven't really done the job. But I've always enjoyed doing these videos. You know, there's a lot more to horse racing than just picking the winners of individual races. You know, that's not easy, but easier. But I do like to challenge myself with videos like this. These horses have these are 1 year old. They don't start racing at 2. And I'm going to try and find the good ones now. And we'll see how they get on, see how much they go for. And like I said, and then we'll watch their careers. I'll give you the lot numbers and the days they're being sold as well. Lot 32 is the first one we're going to take a look at the Arcana August sale. And you people will see this horse is being sold on Friday, the 16th of August, lot 32. So that all these by Victor Ladorum, obviously, out of a dam called Wild Blossom. This lot is consigned by Le Motteret Consignment. People will see that a few others have gone through the ring related to it. Top Flight has gone through twice. He's made 110,000 in book 2 of the yearling sale of 2022. That one by the Grey Gatsby, and then was sold on again for £45,000 to Midland Equine in 2021. So it was bought first for 45,000 and then sold on for 110. Nice little profit there for Midland Equine. Well done. Pedigree of this horse, I think, is quite interesting. If people scroll through it, I'm going to scroll quite slowly so people will be able to see. But what I'm going to do is I'm not going to open up loads of horses. Well, I'm just going to look up, try and find what I consider to be the best, most recent horse. And then we will see where it is on the classic dam line that I use. Alenquer, as Group 1 winners, not going round so long ago. This horse here is a half brother or sister to this horse. This is a filly. This horse, a half sister to Group 1 winner Alenquer, who was sired by Adler Flug. At 4, he's winner of the Tassels Gold Cup. But at 3, he was winning classic trials. He won the Group 3 classic trial, and he also won the Group 2 at Royal Ascot, the King Edward, the 7th Stakes. 2nd in the Juddmonte International. 3rd in the Grand Prix de Paris. Very good horse at 3 and 4. Not much at 2. 2nd in the listed Ascendant Stakes. But this one by a German stallion. They don't really do much at 2 in Germany. Maybe this one might be a little bit more precocious. People might have to be a bit patient with this one. When I went back to the 3rd dam, I actually did find a classic winner. Win for us amongst all these horses that have been placed in pattern level, or stakes level, at least. There was the horse there that won the German St. Leger, the Group 2 German St. Leger. Win for us. So obviously I was quite pleased to see that one because it made it quite easy to find on the site. And there it was. You'll see there it's got our own little section. Ours is a little bit more after this, also related to a couple of Scandinavian classic winners very closely as well. But yeah, an interesting horse, I think, lot number 32. Obviously, I'd like a bit more historically. We go all the way back to 1945 on this branch. And if people go back, they get into Australian territory then, with horses like Hustler and Streamer. And Wiener Walzer, good German horse that was, German Derby winner of 2009, if people were to go back far enough in the pedigree of lot 32. But look, there's plenty of black type horses. There's a horse there that's the Grand Dam of the Group 2 winner Vintager, white on red. They're the ones people have to look out for, the sneaky ones that have bred things that people might miss. But yeah, very interesting lot, I think, there. Very interesting, lot 32. And it'll be interesting to see how much the filly makes. The next lot we're going to take a look at is lot 50. This horse is a colt, consigned by Logis, out of a dam called Alpen Glen. And I've just noticed that this horse is the first one that I have identified to have been withdrawn from the sale. So this one, unfortunately, not for public sale at this stage. You'll see plenty have gone through the ring, €45,000. This one was related to Indian Blessing. Won't look at it as much now because it's not for sale. And it's from the dam line of Adiyar and many of other good horses. It's on the Anna Paula line down there. But that one, lot 50, has actually been withdrawn from the sale. Next lot we'll go on to is lot number 138, a filly, out of a mare called Gallic. This horse is selling on Friday. Hasn't been withdrawn yet. So this one, people might get a chance to buy this one. A filly related to it called Jebel Tariq somehow went through the ring for $265,000 at the same sale last year. These no-nay-nevers, man. Why do people bother? But this one, it'd be interesting to see how the horse gets on. Quite a well-bred horse, you would have to say. The second dam was a listed winner, I think that means. The third dam is Spinning Queen, arguably the best and the most recent progeny of the horse. Sun Chariot winner there. Spinning Queen of 2006. She was also placed in the 2005 Cherry Hinton Group 3 and listed winner. Second in the Nellgwyn as well. Interesting horse, I think this one is, because people go back far enough. It's actually quite a nice horse. There's plenty of black type horses in the pedigree coming on. Haskell, I remember that's been going round recently, I think, that one. You've got horses like Lahib there. He's a Group 1 winner of the Hollywood Derby and a stallion out of the fifth dam. Fanmore won over $900,000. Yeah, there's a Group 1 winner there, third in the Starlet Stakes, a winner of a listed race, winner Windermere. Al Wassam, a Group 2 winning stallion as well, out of the fifth dam. Lady Blackfoot. It's an interesting horse. Interesting. This one might be. I don't see how the no-nay-never went for $265,000, but yeah, I can see how people could think they could have a decent animal at some point with this one. People will see that Lady Barefoot is on the site. Lady Barefoot. This horse is her dam line. If I can get that thing to move. 13B. And there's a Lady Blackfoot there. Not much classic hopes, really. And you've seen that with the pedigree of the horse, but it's quite closely related to Hernando. If people go back a bit further, they get past Veritas and they get probably to Motto in the pedigree, they might sort of find that Hernando is quite closely related to this horse. Good stallion and classic winner. But yeah, I can see why people might want to own this horse. Lot number 132. And although I would like to see a bit more from the first dam, but yeah, hopefully they won't have to pay €265,000 for it, because I don't necessarily think it's worth that for first season stallion. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully the horse goes well through the ring. The next one, lot number 181. Another one who I think is being sold on Friday. Lots 1 to 145, no, lots 181. This one is actually being sold on the Saturday out of a dam called Kotkimar. This one here is actually related to a horse that's won a pattern race at 2 this year. What more could people want? If it was to repeat itself, I'd be more than happy with that. Tiago the First, sired by Blue Point, the winner of the Roland de Chambord recently. Very good also. That horse could even go on to prove to be better than what it's shown so far and get some group race form. Very interesting pedigree, this one. Because if people go back far enough, they get to Ice Chaparral. So you've got filling the gaps, horses like Altipan, I remember that going round, and horses like that. Not too much under the third dam, 10 foals and only 4 of 1 under the third dam. Bits of listed form under the second and the third dam. A recent pattern winner out of the dam. But then you're getting into Ice Chaparral territory then after that. Very interesting line this is. If this horse, Kasura is the dam of High Chaparral, so the fourth dam is the second dam of High Chaparral as well. Decent enough horse. Black Bear Island was a Dante winner, of course it was, yeah, I remember that. Second in the Secretariat Stakes. And then if people get to Chenchikova, she's bred the French Derby winner recently in the Deep Impact sired Fancy Blue. Casterton, the old Godolphin horse in France, didn't go round too badly either. You've also got Hunting Horn as well, one in Australia, the Group 2, Mooney Valley Gold Cup, but a bit of a frustrating horse, really. And the second dam of Quickthorn as well, that won the Goodwood Cup, was it last year or the year before? Group 1 winner. And so very interesting horse. Very interesting horse, this one. 181 is arguably the best one. Consigned by Haras de Capucines. I'm sure I've absolutely butchered that, and I apologise to them. But first there's the update. Tiago the first, on goes the win. And they paid $170,000 for this horse last year at the later sale, the October yearling sale, which I might include next year. But that just means we have to wait long. We'll miss this one. Will the catalogue be out for that? Yeah, who knows? But I do like to focus on the August and the September ones, really, the sales, and end at Tattersalls. I've always looked at that one as the best one. But unfortunately, this stallion isn't represented there, which I thought was strange. I thought there'd be at least one. Persian King had some. He was siring for a bit higher, 40,000 euros, I think he was. But you'd think with this pedigree, Victor Ladorum would easily be able to get one that they deem well-bred enough to be in that. But obviously not at this stage. But very interesting horse, I do think, this one. People will see. High Chaparral is there. You've also got horses like that. Not much, really. The line kind of stopped, according to this lady who sadly passed away. Fancy Blue had been on it. Chenchikova, Fancy Blue. She'd have branched off and put all them on it. Because this site, she don't miss much. Look, she don't miss anything. Bless her. Absolute genius of a woman, the woman who created this site. See, not even the 1988 Yugoslavian Derby winner got past her. Absolute genius of a woman. So if this site was still being maintained to this current day, we'd have a bit more to go on with Fancy Blue winning. But unfortunately, we can only go as far back as the site allows us. But very interesting horse, lot 181, I think. If people want to go and have a look at it and buy it, it's in Yard A, box 43. I wouldn't necessarily put them off this one. Very nice horse. Obviously I would say, judging by the names of the Marga Khan dam line at some point. Very good horse, could be. The next one we're going to take a look at is lot 228. This one is selling on the Saturday as well, Saturday evening. This horse out of a dam called Moisson de Ciel, sired by Toronado and consigned by Haras de St. Vincent. You'll see there, the filly went through at the Arcana Deauville August yearling sales last year for €280,000 by Le Havre. It goes to show that we must be doing something right picking these, because someone else has suggested that they've gone through a lot of money. The second dam you'll see there, Roman Candle. An interesting horse, Roman Candle. I didn't know this was a stallion. Very well-bred horse, Roman Candle. Interesting form as well. It won the Prix Graffoy, which is the same race Study of Man won. Before that won the French Derby. It's also second in the Prix Guillaume d'Ornano, which is the race that Dante winner Economics has just won today out in Deauville. And it's third in the Prix La Force, which is a Guineas trial. So, very interesting horse. And the reason I picked this one is not even shown on this page, even though that's a stallion. You've got this one here, Chiston of Titanago. He's a Group 1 winner, French Derby winner. Oh, no, the Grand Prix de Paris, the French Derby, isn't it, that is? And, the Prix de Jockey Club, that's the 1 mile 4 race. And it also won the Prix Lupin, a race that doesn't exist anymore, and was second in the French Derby, and a stallion. You've also got horses like Guns N' Roses there, that's won the Group 2 Prix Amadou. There's also one over the flat and the jumps. Third in a Grade 1 hurdle, the Renault de Vivier. And second in the Grade 3 Prix Juin, another hurdle race. Soucapous was second in the Prix Wild Monarch for the leading 3-year-old juvenile hurdlers. So this pedigree here really does seem to cover a lot of the bases. And when I had a distant look at Roman Candle, I was absolutely delighted to see the 8th dam of the horse was Swansea. The 7th dam of the horse, was Swansea, because that horse is a half-sister to Secretariat. Something Royal is the half-sister to Secretariat. I've been on this line on the flat. Ablan going round on the flat on this line for me. We're looking at one this year that's won 2 out of 2 races, a filly called Dance Flower or something like that. Can't quite remember now off the top of my head because I'm not focusing on that aspect. But yeah, I mean, this horse is related to Sector. That's the 5th dam. Swansea is the 5th dam of the 2 I'm looking at. She's on the 7th dam of this one. But there would be more than enough here to make me think that Roman Candle was a good stallion over the jumps and the flat. So that will be one I will be keeping an eye on. Very interesting pedigree, I think, this horse. Lot 228. And for the first season stallion to be given this, I think that just goes to show that people are willing to chance this stallion. Be interesting to see how this horse goes through the ring, lot number 228, because it is one I like. There was 5, obviously there. One was withdrawn. We're now going to the Orby sales for 1 lot. The Orby sales aren't for a while. I think these sales aren't until September time. So people might have to not make sure they don't all blow all their money on the 4 Victor Ludorum as at Goffs. And save some for this. Lot number 461. This is in book 1 of the Goffs Orby sale, this one. So he's managed to get a lot in book 1 of this sale. So out of a dam called South Sam. South, it's a Juddmonte line, really. A Juddmonte line, people will see there that it's quite closely related to Mirror Lake. All the horses out of Mirror Lake that people will see going around for Juddmonte, there's plenty of them, This one is more quantity over quality. If people look at the 3rd dam as well, you'll see plenty of pattern race form as well. People like horses like Ventura is a good dam. People will see the Ventura. People will see Ventura in the dam of many a Juddmonte horse that goes round today. I can't think of any off the top of my head because, like I said, I'm not focusing on that aspect. But yeah, she's the dam of Emblem Road, winner of the Saudi Cup. Oh yeah, it was recently, wasn't it? Did it not win easily? Looks a good horse. But Erudite there again, look, 2nd in the French St Leger. Trade Fair as well, Group 3. The most recent one I thought was quite a frustrating one. Michael Stout trained it, didn't he? Nostrum. I thought there was times this horse travelled like an absolute machine, but then it ended up being gelded. And I think the horse has sort of lost the way. This one's out of Mirror Lake, but there's times you see that it was 3rd in the Dewhurst, 3rd in the Group 3s at 3 and 4. But yeah, frustrating horse. For a man who's built his reputation on trading older horses, this one's defied even him. It's gone backwards the longer it's been in training. So he's gelded it now, and hopefully that might unlock the key to the horse. But yeah, very good horse, Nostrum. I've seen it travel with my own eyes and think, yeah, I can see Imogen, I remember as well. Dermot Well trained that better in Australia than in Ireland. So yeah, I don't really remember this one going round. Hatayi, 4th in the pre-Siggy Group 3. And Hataya as a listed winner and 3rd in the Landway Stakes. That seems to have won in Sweden. But yeah, I'm going back. It's Cairn Rouge. If people look at the dam of this horse, you'll see Cairn Rouge is, I think it's the 4th dam of this horse. It just stops before obviously, because Cairn Rouge is Guinea's winner. There's Rupala there, the 3rd dam. Cairn Rouge, the 4th dam, is a classic winner. She won the 1980 Irish 1,000 Guineas. There's a horse there that I've never really been familiar with called Zarathustra that was going around in the 50s, that won a few races, quite closely related to it as well. And the Czech Oaks winner of 1993, Ajanta, is quite closely related to it. See how she don't miss anything, this girl who made this site. What a genius of a woman. I mean, I'd safely say that Fairy Blue would be off, she'd be typing away, and she'd have loved adding then. Bless her. This is a brilliant site, bloodlines.net. I'm having to use it through archive.org at the minute because it keeps having Argo tunnel errors, whatever they are, and it slows me down. But brilliant site. Best site on the internet for me. Don't seem to ever want anything from anybody, and it's just giving away what people need to know. Absolutely brilliant site. So yeah, 461 consigned by Kildara Stud out of Self Same, and that's the last one. That's the last one. Not as many as Persian Kings, but like I said, we only had 2 of the 3 sales that we looked at. I probably dismissed 4 or 5. They'll probably be the ones that turn out to be decent. But yeah, very interesting. A lot of them I think might be homebreds by Godolphin, though. The best Victor Ladorums, I will say that. Darley, you'd be looking at Victor Ladorum side by Godolphin. These are ones going through the ring, deemed good enough to go through the ring. None of them have been consigned by Darley, who stamped the stallion. You know, it's just people looking, it's privateers with mares looking to use a stallion and cash in, make more than 15,000. They've paid 15,000 to use a stallion. I'd say they're on good ground. Looking at some of the prices, what some of the ones we've identified have gone through the ring. I'll best give you this as only a placeholder, really, this website for the video. Rep CIC Racing 2020.great/site.net. Bit of an old site, really. Plenty on there, though. Plenty of good information. And all the damn lines that I've identified on here, I'm still trying to use to this day. So it's a crucial piece of the puzzle. But today I just used it as a placeholder, really, so I didn't come into the video with the stallion already up. Right, I'm going to end this video here now. What I will do is I'll add a link to the playlist of all the other sales videos, because I think there's a couple of Persian King videos already on the channel that people might want to watch next year. You certainly haven't missed the best of them. But it's people are always free to watch them. And obviously, like I said, before the end of the year, I'm not going to commit to any earlier than that. I'll get a recap video done so people will be able to see how much all the horses went through the ring for. I'll have to remove the one that was withdrawn from my own list, so I don't include that one by mistake. But yeah, very interesting stallion, Victor Ladorum, I think, and hopefully he will go well. What I will also do is I will give everybody an opportunity who has watched the video to subscribe to the channel. But for now, take care, everybody. Have a fantastic day. Look after yourselves. Have a good upcoming weekend. It's 4:45 on Thursday evening here. Not long till the weekend. Enjoy yourselves and have a fantastic time. Right, York next week. Hopefully there'll be plenty of content created around York, if I'm still alive on the planet at the time. But for now, take care, everybody. Have a fantastic day and goodbye.